Hello, I'm Michael Johnson. I'm the CEO of Herbalife, and I'd like to welcome you to our 25th year. Our founder, Mark Hughes, created Herbalife on February 1st, 1980. Today, we celebrate 25 years, or better put, we're 25 years young, and we're excited about the next 50 or 100 years of Herbalife. When I first joined the company, I was looking for a way to get familiar with the heritage and the history of our organization. And what we did is we looked back into the first 25 years of Herbalife. We looked for inspiration, we looked for motivation, we looked for the foundation for what was Herbalife. And I asked the team to put together what we would call the best of Mark, an inspiration tape that could drive me every day to understand and stay close to the original heritage that was our wonderful company, Herbalife. What you're about to see is a wonderful rendition of some of the best of Mark. It's inspirational, it's motivational, and it's yours to take a look at today. This is the best of Mark Hughes. Let's take a look.
I had this incredible dream when I wanted to start the Herbalife company that we could help people lose weight and we could help them do it safely, and they would have not just hope, that they would have reality through our products. And it's been so gratifying to me because that little tiny dream that I had, serving milkshakes on the corner, has become a reality. Because Herbalife is now, through our way of distributing the products, is the #1 weight loss product in the entire world.
The basics are what's important in our company. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I built my business, and this is how you build yours. #1, you use our products. #2, you wear the button. And #3, you talk to people.
And the reason why you got to use the products is because the products are what get you. The products are what get you an emotional experience. The products is what actually gets you inside. But have you ever noticed people that are using our products? It's not just that they lose weight because their systems get cleansed up, because everything happens to them. It's the glow in their eye. It's the way that they feel. It's the excitement in their body. It's the way that they act that get people to do it. Now the second thing you got to do, and I know you've heard this, you got to wear your button. But let me tell you what the button does for you more than anything else. Yes, it's going to get you customers. Yes, it's going to help get more people involved as far as helping them out personally as far as their nutritional needs. But I'll tell you the biggest thing this button does for you personally. As an independent distributor, when you put this button on, you say to everybody in the world, including your family, your friends, your relatives, and anybody else that might make fun of you, you say, I don't care what you think of me, I am proud to be an Herbalife distributor, and I don't care what anybody says about it.
The last thing that you've got to do is you got to talk to people. And it's just as simple as that. If there was anything else I could give you advice on, and that would just be putting perspiration on your forehead. That would be it. The people that you saw up here today, it didn't happen by magic. It didn't happen by accident. It happened because of a couple of things. They used the products, they wore the button, and they talked to people, and they worked hard. You don't get something for not doing anything.
Everything about the products is simple. Everything is great, and everything is no problem. No problem. No problem.
If you were never, ever able to make a dime in this company again, would you still be using our products, and would you still be trying to sell them to your friends, your neighbors, and everybody that you love? If you got that attitude, you'll make it.
Have a great attitude. Some distributors say, well, geez, I'd have an incredible attitude. You give me one of those President's Team buttons, I'll have an incredible attitude. Get your attitude over here. Listen, if you gave me a $700,000 check like Alan Lorenz, I'd have a wonderful attitude. But unfortunately, that's not the way it works. Here's how it works. To be successful, you have an attitude first, then the money comes. You have faith first, and then the money comes. You have incredible loyalty to the company, then it works. That's how it works. Hey, listen, you're going to have more faith in your customers sometimes than they even have in themselves. And they're going to need that guidance, and they're going to need that encouragement. Have faith in your distributors. You're going to need more faith in your distributors than they've got in themselves. Okay, and when you have that kind of faith, there's no telling what could happen. Have the faith in your organization that it's going to work. Be consistent. And be consistent about even being consistent. I've never met anybody in my entire life, any distributor that you've ever met in your entire life, that didn't have one thing in common. And that was being consistent over and over and over and over again. Hey, listen, you're not that great at it now. Don't worry about it. Just do the best you possibly can. Tomorrow morning when you get up out of bed, do a little bit better than that. The next day after that, do a little bit better than that. The more people I talk to, the luckier I get. The more people I sign up, the luckier I get. And I'm here to tell you that the more you use the products, the luckier you're going to be. And the more you wear your buttons or t-shirts or whatever it is, the luckier you're going to be. The more you talk to people, the luckier you're going to be. The more faith you got, the luckier you're going to be. The better attitude you keep, the luckier you're going to be. The more loyalty you consume up here, the better off you're going to be. The more consistent you are, the luckier you're going to be. Your success, where you go in life, is only limited to your own imagination and your own hard work.
Hopefully you found that tape as inspirational as I do and all the staff at Herbalife. You know, one thing that I've imported into my family is an interesting comment that Mark made, one of his motivational statements about let's make today just a little bit better than yesterday. It's the thing I bring into the Johnson family every single day. And I tell you to my kids, listen, if we're going to change, if we're going to make things better, let's make today just a little bit better than yesterday. At Herbalife, we've been changing people's lives for 25 years. Think of all the great things that you've done, the downlines that you've built, the people who you've seen become healthier, people who have lost weight, have changed their life with Herbalife. This is truly an amazing company. And you know, our Chairman's Club, they are a tremendous part of our organization. And when we sat down to figure out how we honored Mark and what was the best thing we could do on the occasion of our 25th anniversary, we came up as a team and decided that February 1st in our corporation and throughout the world will be Mark Hughes Day. We'll celebrate Mark on this day, February 1st, every single year. In honor of Mark Hughes Day and our 25th anniversary, we have a special gift for you. We're going to give you a free copy of the corkboard video you just saw to everyone who pre-registers for our Atlanta extravaganza by March 1st. This will be subtitled in 20 languages, so you can be guaranteed that if you pre-register by March 1st, you'll be able to pick yours up in Atlanta at our 25th anniversary extravaganza. Now, I mentioned Atlanta, and I need to really tell you about it. This event, and this isn't an extravaganza, this isn't just a meeting, this is an event. This is a Herbalife world-class event. We're going to have some of the biggest names, maybe one of the biggest names in entertainment. We're going to have an announcement soon on that. We're going to have a 5K run on Friday morning that everyone can participate on. You can either walk or run. It's only 3 miles, and we're going to get the whole Herbalife family out there in the streets of Atlanta. This will be an unbelievable event for us. We're going to celebrate the founding of the Herbalife Family Foundation Casa Day Herbalife, and we hope to launch one of our first Casa Day Herbalifes in Atlanta. You're going to see trainings from distributors whose businesses are exploding, businesses that are building every single month. These people will be on stage to train you, to give you the tools and the opportunity to build your business bigger and stronger and really kick off this 25th year with success at the bottom line. We're going to give you the latest on our total plan, latest on Generation 8, and a lot of other great initiatives. You're going to see a new business system launch there. Some of the products we'll be launching will blow your mind. We've got some of the most exciting opportunities ahead of you inside Herbalife, things that you have never seen before that you're only going to see in Atlanta. So we need you there. We're going to officially induct our new Chairman's Club member, Pedro and Julianne Cardosa. Natalie Ferrara and Jose Paulo Dinas. We're going to rub shoulders with our newest Chairman's Club members as well as our entire Chairman's Club, our entire President's team from all over the world. You want to see leadership? You're going to see the best leadership that any company has anywhere. You know, the regional meetings this year, they've been fabulous. But Atlanta is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you. We need every single person watching this, and you need to pass this on and hook it up to a web link and send this to other people to make sure that you understand the importance of making it to Atlanta. Now let's take a look at what Atlanta is all about.
You're not even going to believe the extravaganza. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be overwhelming. Everything in the world's going to be taught there.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
It started with one of us, and then 10 of us, pretty soon 1,000 of us, and now I think there's somewhere right around 35,000 people here tonight.
A song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight.
If I didn't go to that event, I wouldn't have heard that information. I wouldn't be here today. Every time you stretch, every time you get there, it makes a difference in your life. One person you see, one person you hear, just one sentence. That's all it takes to change your life.
No peace I find. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
Some of you may remember 1995, when Herbalife was in Atlanta, and it was unbelievable. I've had so many stories told to me about what a great experience that event was. Now, we're going to take Atlanta to a new height. We want to challenge everyone watching this to make this the best event in the best year ever. Who will make this happen? Every single one of us. We will. All of us. 25 years ago, Mark Hughes started this wonderful company out of the trunk of his car. This was one man's dream, and he's touched the lives of millions world over. Let's put all our energy this month into getting as many people to our birthday party to celebrate Mark, to celebrate 25 years, and get everyone to join us in Atlanta. Let them share in our great opportunity and our wonderful products and be part of this sensational company. And I assure you that we will continue to change lives just as Mark did with our unbelievable products and our great opportunity. Which brings me to one important piece of history I must share with you. We've assembled a collection of Mark Hughes clips about one of his passions, one of the company's great foundations, the products. So sit back, enjoy, and reflect on the incredible opportunity our founder gave us all to help people the world over. And remember to watch the February kickoff show hosted by one of Mark's closest friends, Chairman's Club member John Tartle. John will take you step by step through a plan to get you and your distributors to Atlanta. We will all be there, and we want to see each and every one of you in Atlanta with us. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our founder, Mark Hughes.
When I was 18 years old, she accidentally died from a drug overdose. And it was a tremendous tragedy because my mom totally destroyed her entire life trying to lose 15 kilos. And you know, if there had been something like an Herbalife around where some one of you had been wearing a button, okay, and maybe you were down at the grocery store or the mall or something like that, my mom was the kind of person that would have walked up to you
and looked at your button and asked you about the product, and she probably would have got onto the product like she did so many other things, except for this time, if she had used Herbalife, she would have got the results that she wanted to, and she could have looked the way that she wanted to, and she could have felt the way that she wanted to, and she'd probably be alive today. When I was there at the Herbal Symposium, and maybe we can get the slide up, this was the symposium fair that I attended up in San Francisco. When I was there, this is another picture here. We'll go to the next slide. All the herbs were in these real funny looking things like mushrooms and fungus and berries and all this kind of stuff. And I started thinking to myself, God, you know, how am I going to get the Americans excited about fungus and mushrooms and berries? And I thought, you know, if we could get the herbs that had to do with like cleansing and appetite and that sort of thing, and put it in a form that Americans would understand, like a tablet, and put it into a weight loss product, because one thing I knew was, because I had been in the other two diet companies, people would do anything to lose weight. Nobody knew what herbs were in 1980. Okay, in America, when we went out to talk about herbs, it was like, you know, herbs, you know. Nobody knew anything about herbs, I mean, other than putting them on your spaghetti or something like that, you know what I'm saying? They didn't know what herbs were, and we were kind of looked like freaks at the time, okay? Herbs, you know, and so on. And so, fortunately for me, I came there to Dick with my concept and my idea from my heart and my eyes, and even though I had my long hair, and I said, Dick, we could be the very first diet that ever hit the market as an herbal diet. One of the things that we sat down in that first meeting was, I said, listen, gang, I don't care what it costs to get the product done, because what we're going to have is a product-oriented company. Everything, all the money has got to go into the product.
I thought for some reason that my friends were going to help me out in this company, okay? And so I called up all my friends, and I didn't want to show them the office because it was so terrible looking and everything. And I said, I called up all my friends, and a lot of the products weren't even in the bottles yet, okay? Because some of the products hadn't come in from China yet and so on. And but I wanted to get everything going because I was so excited about my Herbalife. And I called them up on the phone and I said, listen, come on down to the Holiday Inn tonight, and you're not even going to believe what you see. And they didn't. I came there. I came there to the meeting with a baggie full of the Formula One. And I said, and you got to understand something. I was very excited at the meeting, okay? And I talked just like I talk now then, except that I had my longer hair, which was shorter than it was, okay, because it was real long in the beginning, okay? But I cut up my hair, and I was all excited, and I said, now, we're going to make everybody in the world lose weight on this baggie full of powder. And they said, well, listen, who's lost weight so far? And I said, that's the greatest part. You get to be the first ones.
So I guess I was lucky the first night. So I went out there, I went down to my granny's house, and I went down and I said, you know, you're fat, you could use some of this. And I got better as on the presentation as it was fun. But my granny got on the product and lost 25 pounds that first month on the product. And the great thing about weight loss is it's noticeable. I mean, she started losing weight, and she went into the little beauty salon and stuff, and everybody looked at her and they said, God, you know, how are you losing this weight? You know, and she said, well, my little grandson's got this little weight loss company, and she got me down there, and I got 4 more of the little ladies on the product and so on, and they started losing weight. And then, well, you know what happens? Everybody started asking them how they lost weight, and then 25 more people got on the products just from watching my granny lose weight. I lost 16 pounds in 2.5 weeks on the products, and people started to notice. And the great thing is, they see it on your body, they see it on your face, they see it in your eyes, they see it in your voice, they see it in the way you talk, they see it in the way you look. You see, That's the deal on the products, okay? And you want to be a product of the product, okay? And that's how we're going to start out the day, because if you'll look like the products, and if you feel like the products, and your hair is like the products, and if you smell like the products, you're going to get rich. Of course, we have our famous weight loss product, which has been the most unbelievable product in the world. We started out with this product. Of course, it looked a little different in the beginning, but our Formula 1, 2, and Cell Activator has just been a famous product for us. It's just great. You just take 2 shakes a day, tablets 3 times a day, and eat anything you want to. Just cut back, and you lose weight like crazy on this stuff. It's unbelievable. Why have I been able to duplicate myself so many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of distributors? Because I keep it simple. The more you complicate it, the more you get into all the different facts and ingredients and all that kind of stuff, the more everybody's going to have to know, the more they think they have to do, the more they're afraid to go out and talk. So consequently, what I do, when I show you this here, most of you are going to say, I can't even believe he does it like that. Okay? And that's what's great. It's so amazing. I got on the product and lost 16 pounds, and all I had to do that is, because it's all this nutrition stuff that's in there, is I drank these 2 shakes a day that are jam-packed full of proteins and everything, and took these tablets 3 times a day, which have got the herbs and all the minerals and all the things that make you feel hungry, and you lose weight like crazy. And the greatest thing is, you can eat anything that you want to. All you got to do is you cut back. And when you lose weight, it takes away your appetite. It gives you all the nutrition so you feel great. And it comes in 3 incredible flavors: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. Which one would you like to drink? Give me the check. They don't need to know that much about the products to buy the products. Most people are out there buying weight loss products. They're buying some of the most stupid, idiotic things in the entire world right now, okay? And they'll buy this product, okay? The biggest reason why I don't say a lot about it is that when Mary loses a lot of weight, okay, and someone goes next door here and starts asking her questions about the products, I don't want to have her mind full of a zillion different things that I told her about the products, because someone's going to say, well, what is all about the product? If she starting to remember about what you told them about, the protein and the lysine and the methionine in the product and the different herbs and all that other kind of stuff, she's going to start saying some of this stuff, and her next door neighbor might say, my goodness, you're using all that stuff. Isn't that stuff dangerous? All I want Mary to say is, listen, I don't really know. I mean, the person that sold it to me just told me to take these 2 shakes a day and these tablets 3 times a day, and that's what I've been doing. I've been losing 50 pounds, and it's the most unbelievable thing I've ever had in my entire life. I feel great. It's absolutely wonderful. And she goes, let me have some. Here's my pitch. Okay, and we started this from the very beginning. Okay, and here all it is. Okay, when someone hits me on the button, or someone sees a magazine, or they notice my face, or they say something to me, I say, and you got to get this down, the first part. It's really important. The first part's the only important really part. You got to be positive right from the start. You need to be able to do business anytime, anywhere, any place. Sometimes you're at the grocery store or something like that. If someone's willing to walk across the street and have a coffee with you or something like that, you got a chance right then to get them on a little bit of the shake, give them a shake, and give them a couple of energy tablets. If they're in a bad mood, make them drink a glass of tea. If they're in a real bad mood, 2 teas, and cheer them up and get them on, get them signed up, and let's go. Let's find out who else is interested. Seize the moment. Every one of you in the room, at some point, are going to have somebody that loses 50 or 60 pounds that has such a dramatic result, it's unbelievable, and they give up taking their heart medication, and they stop taking their diabetes medication, and the things that happen to them are so dramatic, and they come back to you, not to me, to you, and they say, thank you so much, you have absolutely saved my life. Without you stopping me on that button, you have made a difference in my life. So they say, hey, how do you lose weight? And you say, God, you're not even going to believe it. It's this incredible product called Herbalife. It's so amazing. I got on the product and lost 16 pounds. And all I had to do that is, because it's all this nutrition stuff that's in there, is I drank these 2 shakes a day that are jam-packed full of proteins and everything, and took these tablets 3 times a day, which have got the herbs and all the minerals and all the things that make you feel hungry, and you lose weight like crazy. Like myself, I lost 16 pounds in 2.5 weeks on the products. But what happened to my grandmother was simply amazing. 25 pounds the first month, 40 pounds overall, that'd be about 20 kilos, right? And the things that happened to her health were absolutely amazing, okay? And when those things started to clear up for her, I said, oh my goodness, this Herbalife product is amazing, okay? And when you have someone that's the first customer that you have, that you get that loses 25 kilos and all kinds of different problems go away, and they are healthier than they've ever been in their entire life, and they come to you and say, thank you so much for giving me this Herbalife product. That's the day that you're going to know that this business is a lot more than just making money. What really makes a difference of how much your eyes and how much your smile and how much your heart comes out to talking to people. Because when people are out there and you're talking to them about weight loss, let me tell you, there's not a person that's outside this room that's tried a bunch of diets, that's very, very overweight, that's telling you maybe I don't want to do it. You can't take that personally. Okay? Don't take that personally. Write that down. Okay? It's not you. Okay? They're not mad at you. They're not saying no to you. They're saying, no, I've tried too many things before. It hasn't worked for me before. Can't you just convince me that this Herbalife stuff is so incredibly great? And that's what they're really looking for. They're looking for you guys to dig down in your heart, okay, and feel like what it was when you were overweight, to share just a little bit with them.
And this is what I call getting people herbalized. Okay? Herbalized. That's when you have somebody, we always made a big issue out of everybody using the products, okay, right from the start. You got to use the products. And the reason you got to use the products is that's what's in your eyes, that's what comes out your throat, that's what's in your heart, and it's not what you say about the products that's important, it's how you feel about the products that are so important. And people pick that up. And if you don't think they can't, they will. And if they don't pick it up the first time, they're certainly going to pick it up the next time when you're back there in your house and you're the same 30 pounds overweight and you're telling them they're going to lose weight, they're going to lose weight, and the next month you come back and you're still 30 pounds overweight and you're trying to tell them, you know, you're going to go, you're going to go. That doesn't work. You got to make progress on yourself every single month. Get that down. You got to be better. If you want things to be better, you got to be better. You got to look better. You got to get your weight down. You got to look like the pitch, baby. I'm telling you something. You know, when they say, what are you using? You say, Herbalife, baby. Everything. Hair, skin, everything, baby. Confidence is probably one of the biggest things, okay, when you're out there talking to people about the products and the opportunity and stuff like that. Because a lot of times it's not so much what you say about the product that's important, it's how you feel about what you say about the product that's important. And that comes across, okay, and that's one of the reasons why the whole company's slogan has been built on use the products, wear the button, talk to people, is because the first thing I wanted to do was to have people use the products, because the biggest confidence you're ever going to have, that you're going to get, okay, is using the products yourself and feeling great from the products. And even if you don't have a lot of weight here to lose here today, guaranteed, okay, within a couple of weeks, you're going to feel better than you ever have in your entire life. And I know a lot of you look very young and very energetic and so on, and you don't have that much weight, and you say, well, you know, how could I feel that much more credible? You know, how do you know how much more incredible you can feel until you feel more incredible than you do right now? You know what I'm saying? The products are identical for everybody in the room. You understand? We don't make
poor products for consultants. We don't make lousy products for supervisors, okay? Everybody gets the same product. Everybody gets the same marketing plan. The rest is up to how excited you get about those products, how emotionally you get about the products. You see, going out and telling your sales pitch is not the big deal in Herbalife, okay? That's not the big deal. It's getting Herbalife into what I call the man, and it gets in your mind, it gets in your eyes, it gets in your heart, and what gets in your heart gets out in your voice, and people see it, and they want to try the products.
Who cares? We got a couple of people that don't like us out there. You think, as we're spreading the nutritional habits of the world around the world, that McDonald's is going to be in love with Herbalife? Some of the fast food companies going to be in love with a thing called Herbalife? Hey, who cares? Let me tell you something. They made fun of me when I got the company started, and as we get to $1.5 billion, there'll be a few more, and when we get to $3 billion, there'll be more than that, and when we get to $5 billion, there's going to be more than that, and I'll tell you what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep taking twice as many tablets, and I'm going to put on twice as many buttons, and I'm going to talk to 3 times as many people, and we're going to conquer the world with this company. And take it from a person that only went to 9th grade in school. And take it from a person that's been using the products maybe a little bit longer than everybody in the room, and has been wearing their button longer than anybody else in the room, and I've been talking to people more than anybody else in the room. Trust me, from a guy who knows from where I came from and how I grew up and the family life I had, trust me, I can tell you with absolute sincerity, anything is possible if you just keep using, wear, and talking, and do it over and over and over and over and over again. The wildest dreams you've ever thought of can come true in Herbalife.
You want to follow up. And here's what you want to do. You want to call them on the first day, the 3rd day, the 7th day, the 19th day. Usually by the time 19 days comes around, they're close to running out of their powder. So you're going to start wanting to ask them, listen, do you want to try another flavor? Do you want the same flavor? How would you like to try all 3 and put them together and make a banana split shake? It's a good idea. Sell 3 cans at once. The 29th, call them on the 29th because they're going to be running out of their tablets. Okay? And you want to make sure that they're not out of their tablets for a couple of days. All right? And when you talk to them, here's what you're doing. And by the way, this is in the book. Okay? But you ask them things like, how's your appetite doing? It's doing better, right? I'm always positive. How's your appetite doing? It's doing probably better, right? Okay? What you eating for lunch and stuff? You're eating real good, right? Right? What are you drinking your shakes in? How's that going? Just any kind of stuff. What you're doing is asking them questions so that you got a chance of saying, it's going to work. Write that down. It's going to work. This stuff's going to be great for you. It's going to be unbelievable. Don't worry about it. Things are going to go great. You're going to lose all your weight. It's going to be incredible. So all you're doing when you first call back, make up anything that you want to, and ask them 2 or 3 questions. These questions really don't have to do with really very much. All it's really about is a chance for you to be in front of them on the telephone and give them some encouragement to keep using the products.
Mary, who's just kind of, she's all nice person, and, she feels okay, and she's down at the grocery store. You can imagine what some of our poor customers go through. And then John is down there, who is a truck driver who's lost 250 pounds. He's got his button on his lapel, and he's walking so proud through the grocery store, and Mary looks at his button and says, wow, you lost 250 pounds? She said, can you tell me how he did that? She says, yeah, it's just unbelievable. You just take these shakes twice a day, take the tablets 3 times a day, comes in chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. I lost 250 pounds. Look at all these testimonials. Everybody's doing it. Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. Give me the check. Let's go. Okay? And then she goes home with the big box. She doesn't pick out A or B. She's got the unbelievable $250 box with her, right? And she puts that on the counter over here, And the first thing that happens is her big, fat, negative husband walks in the front door, who's an auto mechanic, and he's got grease all over his shirt like this. And he walks over, as he normally does every single night, and opens up the refrigerator door, plops up the beer. It's a Foster's. It's a real good one. He goes, gulp, 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 gulp. And he's scratching his big fat belly with all the grease on it. He looks over on the counter and he goes, "Hey, what's that on the counter over there?" And she goes, "Well, it's Herbalife." Herbalife? What's that? She said, "It's this new diet I'm going on." He says, "I can't believe it. You've never lost weight on anything. How ridiculous. How much did that stuff cost anyway?" It was about $250. What? Are you crazy? You mean you spent all my beer money on that stupid diet? I can't even believe it. And just about that time, the two fat children, the Chubettes, walk in, right? And the husband goes, "Hey, Mommy's going on a new diet." And they go, "Please, Mommy, don't go on a new diet. You're always angry at us and you kick the dog Muffy and everything. Don't do this, don't do this." And just about that time, the phone rings, right? And it's an Herbalife distributor. They say, "How you doing, Mary?" She says, "Awful. My big, fat, negative husband's yelling at me. The Chubette little pigs are all on me. They're all against me. They don't want me to use the diet." And they said, "Listen, Mary, get a grip, okay? Now, I lost weight, and you're going to lose weight, and I don't care what your big, fat, negative husband tells you. Get back into that kitchen and drink those shakes and take those tablets, and we're going to lose weight. Now, get in there. Let's go." Together as a group, we are going to be the Microsoft of nutrition. Do you understand that?
Still today, after 16 years, nothing's more exciting for me than seeing the look in someone's eye and the joy of how the Herbalife products inspire them, and they have the hope of losing all the weight that they want to, and feeling the way that they want to, and regaining their health the way that they want to, and feeling good sometimes, maybe, for the first time in many years. And I got to tell you, when better health comes to the world, it's not going to be through drugs and medications. It's going to be getting on good, sound nutrition like Herbalife products.